Welcome into the stream. Today we're doing Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. At the end of the last episode of this series, we got our butts handed to us, so we're going to try and not do that again. Looking at this here, we had, what were we working on? I don't even remember the name of the quest. Family Pride was the quest we were working on. So hopefully we should be able to do some of these other side quests. I was thinking of Coming to Terms, seems like a good one. We can just head down to the Valerian Trading Company and we can head down there, see, talk to somebody and get that going. So let's do that. My internet gonna start off being garbage. Excellent. Hopefully it smooths out here in a second.
Right, I'm on.
Last time we tried to get in here, we couldn't get in here because it's night. So hopefully we should be okay now.
Headquarters are still closed, ma'am.
Perhaps we can arrive at a mutual beneficial understanding?
If you're interested in making a donation, I'd accept it with thanks. But the doors stay closed.
Okay, we still can't get in there. When does this place open?
Headquarters are still closed, ma'am.
Left some important papers
If
behind?
it's that important, then set your mind at ease that I am here to guard the building, and I won't allow a single sheet of parchment to cross the threshold under my watch.
What if it's an emergency?
If it has anything to do with paperwork or wax seals, which covers most of what's in the building, I'm confident it can wait until morning. If you're interested in making a donation, I'd accept it with thanks. But the doors stay closed. If it involves a spirited discussion of letting you into headquarters, you're wasting your time. But go ahead.
Okay, what time can we get into the building? I don't even know where you check what time it is. Well, that was a dud. Let's see what else we can do. We could go ahead and do mapping the archipelago. That should be relatively simple. Let's do that. Hold on. Is it open now? No. Okay. Thought I saw like a little entrance thing flicker on the screen. Leave town by sea. All right. So, it's at an uncharted island near Port Maje. Is this it? Or it could be any of these. Probably these, right? Or maybe this one. I don't know. This one's the closest, so I guess let's start here. And see if... Yeah, let's start there and see if that gives us the quest. Both these are somewhat near Port Maje. Low rations. Yeah, you can't seem to interact with that island whatsoever, so that's probably not it. This one I can, so maybe this is the... Oh. So if we kind of... What do we got over here? Water. A howling gorge. The desert wind carries sibiant surus to your ears. From the canyon ahead, punctuated by cracks and pops, reminds you of eggs on a hot pan or fire by a dry brush. A low growl that accompanies it, however, raises the hair on the back of your neck. Let's listen carefully. This is probably a perception check. Who has perception? 16, 14... 10, 12, 11, yeah, so a lot. Well, listen. The sound resolves with rhythmic chattering, slowly and cynically rising and falling. It sounds like a chorus of voices in human voices. Search for the presence of other minds. Sarfin's eyes close and breathing slows. You feel the faint tingle of the cipher's abilities probing the edge. Probing the edge of your own soul before turning outwards. ICAP got twixt 3 and 5 minds ahead. One of them, be right, God's damn big, twice as hungry. Continue cautiously forward. You carefully enter the desert canyon, keeping to the shade cast by tall standing soda. Ahead of you, a group of Zarps chant, hopping back and forth on skinny legs, shaking their spears. Nestled between them rise a black leathery drake. The creature's wings rise above it as it tears the corpse of a boar at its feet. With a mighty twist of its muscular neck, the drake tears the boar in half, raises up on its legs, lifting its head and swallows it. The back half of the boar whole. The lump of the animal visibly travels down the reptile's throat. One of the Zarps hops forward. It tears its feathered headdress from its head and tosses it aside. It drops its staff a moment later and spreads its arms before the drake. The large beast peers down the Zarp. Then, in a flash moment, it eats the small wilder in a single bite. Other Zarps cheer, banging their spears against their shields. I guess we'll use a distraction to sneak closer. Move quietly from stone to stone, entering the canyon without drawing the creature's attention. Okay, he doesn't know we're here now. I don't know if we can defeat this thing or not. I guess let's give her a shot and see what happens. The young drake. So maybe we have a chance?
Don't underestimate me.
Rather difficult to concentrate. They'll nag us both.
Okay, where's Aloth and why is he getting beat up? Why are you like on the front lines? What's going on here? What spell is he about to use? Jolting touch, that's why he's in the front. That's dumb. Why not use this instead?
Lavaru beyond seek.
If they don't like my singing.
Okay, we got the Drake. I think we can win this. Okay.
Oh, this is most.
I'm not having much luck.
That's it.
Retreat while you can. I won't let you hurt my friends.
All right, excellent. I was worried that wasn't going to work out. All right.
Aye.
Looks like we won that fight with minimal injuries as well. Can't be mad at that. Spare boar meat. All right, what else do we got in this little area? It's kind of like exits in all directions. Is that all we got? Yeah, it's kind of the way it seems. All right. Easy enough. We have a cavern down that way. What do we got here? Broken Spear Pass? Ruined Tower? See what this Broken Spear Pass is all about. Bones crunch underfoot, skewing across the sands, or skeletons half buried by wind-blown dunes, lying bleached and baking in the sun. Their corpses still wear tattered remains of their clothing, their packs tangled in their limbs. Worms circle you like vultures high above. Search the skeletons. Approaching your scared to untangle the pack from the remains. I failed apparently. As you disturb the skeleton, several sand blights rise from the desert with a great gust of wind and head straight for it. Alright, so we gotta kill some sand blights now. Alright, what do we got? Some desert worms and sand blights. This shouldn't be too bad, I don't think. Alright, we got some levels. That's what we were looking for.
They'll naked us both.
Are you ready? For the Everlight!
How's a Loth always seem to end up by himself?
Would you look at that?
Seems to be working out, but it's definitely a dangerous prospect. Alright. Healing hands. Nice. Okay, let's do these level ups real quick. We got 3 of them. Alright, so what were you doing? Metaphysics with me, so we'll do that. Athletics, should I do Arcana? Increase power level of scrolls, I don't think I really need. Alchemy might be a good one. I never used it in the last game. I always intended to, but I never did. Let's get a little alchemy. Alright, and what do we got here? We have a pattern. That's pretty good. Clarity of Agony. Let's see. I'm not going to use a shield. Graceful Retreat could be a good one. I could normally use this we normally use two-handed weapons. That's it. Let's do this negative effects one. Then a law. What is he doing? Is he doing mechanics? I think that's what we're stat dumping, mechanics and history on him. What do we got here? Blinding Strike, Smoke Veil. Not really care about either of those. Care about Weapon and Shield. Fast Runner could be helpful. That's probably what we're going to go with. We've been bouncing between Streetwise and Survival for him. Let's do that. Stances. He is using a shield, isn't he? Probably want that bonus to deflection when using a shield. I think he is using one. Let's double check the inventory real quick to make sure that is the case. He is not using a shield? Oh, no, he is. Okay. I think we're good there. All right.
Oh?
So we got two exits to the north. Anything of interest down here? Nothing there. Nope, doesn't seem like it. Got a ruined tower. Ruin and beacon for plunder. Remains of the tower, lying strewn on the ground before you. Stone structures tumbled over like an earthquake. Tower appears to be abandoned. Not even a corpse remains. Search. Nothing of value. Keep searching. Found a pry bar. Alright, that's all that has to offer. So we got the Cavern of the Tsar Tuk-Tuk. I think that's it for this island. Now, was this the uncharted island they spoke of near Port Maje? It does. I don't think it is. But we'll hit all the locations and we'll see. Small cave, putrid hot gusts of hot air burp from deep within. You hear a faint chatter of hisses, zarups, and earnest conversation. Your boots crunch through a drift of brittle bones as you creep into the Zarup lake. Really, the point of this is grinding, so we're just collecting resources and XP. Alright. Let's check the map and see where we're at. Okay. Got something over this way. Sigil of Atrophy Wardstone. Interesting. That's something you like equip as a weapon or something? Oh.
I don't think I can pull that off.
Well, we got quite a few of these guys.
I feel lava. That's not
See how
very
this
helpful.
goes. Loth has made his way into the front as usual.
You won't.
Nope, and he died. Excellent.
Out my wheelhouse, friend.
I won't let you hurt my friends!
So he's likely to have some kind of injury. We did get a level up from somebody.
It's nothing, probably.
Out my
Healing.
wheelhouse, friend.
Didn't seem to do much for our barbarian friend. for some
over
reason.
here.
Me too, man.
Either way, we survived the fight.
Yes? Absolutely.
Okay. Oh, we got 2 level ups. Nice. Alright, what are we doing with you? Oh, he's got sleight of hand. I guess let's keep stat dumping that then. And he's got streetwise and intimidate. Let's dump into intimidate since we're already doing streetwise with Ed Air. And then what do we got here? Massive blow, increasing likeness of critical hits, and applying carnage to the larger area. I like that. There's something else we would rather have. We already have that. We have two-handed style. It's accurate carnage. Line up their most savage blows, improving accuracy of secondary attacks with carnage. Yeah, let's do the accuracy bonus. I think that'll net the most positive. Alright, and then we have this fella here. What are you? You're a stealth guy, so we'll keep dumping stats into stealth. And he's got survival, but we already kind of have that covered. So what? Got some in bluff. Let's start stat dumping into bluff. And then he's got kind of the same options as barbarian, it seems. Cypher's probably where I want to put most of this stuff. What's this? Biting Whip. Causes the Cypher's weapons to generate a field of parasitic energy that lashes out at the target, increasing damage inflicted and generating focus for the Cypher. I like that. What was this one? Draining Whip. Lashes out, damage inflicted. Probably generate focus is priority. What do we got for spells, though? Paralyze. Shield. Amplified thrust. Causing pierce damage, pushing violently backward. I like that. It's this one. Relieve psychic trauma of an injury moment after receiving it, experiencing the damage all over again. Good grief. These are cool. Let's do this amplified thrust. I kind of like that. Alright, we've dealt with the first wave of Zarups.
No problem.
See how many more are in here. See, lots of explosives. Cuttlefish and hagfish. What is this doing? Let's get out of range of it. There we go. This is doing something.
Aye.
Worried if I blow these up, it'll do a chain reaction and cause a big explosion that'll... There we go. That makes me more comfortable.
Aye.
Can't loot anything off of it, though.
I shall. What do you suppose that bally thing is?
Let's figure it out. Fine dagger and a gem. So did we just, like, murder a bunch of Zarps minding their own business, or what's this? From between the bars, a frail, sickly Zarp. It shrinks when you near, pressing itself into the furthest corner of its cage. Trembling around its neck are remnants of a bedraggled feathered crest. Paint smeared across its face, but the paint is old, flaking, and has not been reapplied in some time. The Zarp's regalia tells you they must have been an important figure in the tribe, perhaps a high priest or mother, but its condition makes clear those days are long past. What happened? Zarp watches you with an unreadable expression on its face to say nothing. Hey, let's open the cage. Zarp scrambles to get out of your reach. When you make no move to capture it, it stares between you and the open cage door, blinking rapidly. It tenses, then bursts out the door. Okay. Is that good or bad? Who locked you up? Zarp scuttles behind you, grabs hold of your leg, and points across the cave at the corpse of a large, well-adorned Zarp, one of the champions and scouts. Why are you following me? Zarp tilts its head slowly, blinks, narrows its eyes. It can't quite figure out what you mean. It glances back at the cage you freed it from, then stares at you expectantly. Do you always follow your leader around? Zarp clings out to your leg and refuses to let go. You want to come with? It stares unblinking, finally releases your leg. When you make no move to chase it, it hops up and down excited. Alright, looks like we got a new friend.
Aye, I shall.
Yep, little Zarp follower. It said something about like a large Zarp on the ground or something, but I don't see it anywhere. So I'm guessing that's it. This cave you get a little Zarp follower, and that's pretty much it. Alright. This island is explored. What that does for us, I don't know. Island name. Since I'm the first one to chart it, I get to name it. Let's just call it what it is. Zar Tuk. And we got 2 blessings for that? Whatever that means. So now that raises the question. Did this count as the uncharted island he was talking about? We're on the boat. Let's check the journal. Two uncharted islands north and south of Port Maje. Discovered an island. Okay, so there's one to the south I'm supposed to check out as well. Okay. I was saying something about rations being low or something like that. What rations are we low on? Looks like we got quite a bit. Maybe I'm crazy. Oh! Just counts as a novice deckhand. Interesting. I would not have guessed that. So if I see 2 cannons over here, 2 blank spots here. If I buy 2 more cannons, do I have to get 2 more cannoneers? That's probably the way that works, right? I would think. Either way. Okay, so we need to head to the south of Port Maje. There was another unexplored island through this path, though. Yeah, let's see what this is all about. You're sailing past the reef when old Egham shouts out, pointing to port. There's lists a ship stranded in the middle, perched on a narrow shoal. It tips, it rolls, at passing waves. Hanging from its mast, a blue flag showing the image of a crescent moon sinking beneath the waves. Your crew gathers around, murmuring in low, excited voices. Irina rushes the ship. Captain, it's a gift-bearer's ship. No telling what sorts of treasure it's got. I'm a snorts. Gift bearers carry sentimental junk, worthless stuff. No, that's a smuggler ship. It's a classic disguise. Bedell spits water. Then it's a fucking stupid one. Gift bearers only visit landlocked settlements. That's a trap. Prepare a skiff. We're gonna row out and see the hull. Row to this skiff above the reefs, waves tossing it, the bottom of the small boat occasionally scraping against the jagged structure below. You tie off on a snag of coral next to the wreck. The water is rough, the hull is slick with brine. You're able to find purchase between the shifting planks. You row the skiff above the reefs, the waves tossing it, the bottom of the small boat. Oh, I already said that. You pull yourself up using bent planks and barnacles for holds. You almost reach the main deck when a wave slams against the ship. You hear a crash from somewhere below as the vessel rocks. Your legs slip out from under you and your fingers dig into the wet lumber. Your grip holds. Once the ship settles, you resume your climb and make it safely to the deck. The ship's deserted. You don't even find corpses. If the ship had a skiff, it's missing too. You find several crates of supplies and more of assorted odds and ends. Handkerchief, bead jewelry, cracked scrimshaw, and a child's doll. Okay. Find several crate. You think back to Hama's comments and wonder if this might have been a smuggler's vessel after all. We'll search for that. Looks like streetwise and perception are the two main things we need. He has the best perception. He has the best streetwise. Well, probably I'd assume. Let's go editor. Do we have something that's more balanced? Perception? No. I mean, he's got the highest total if that's how it works. Kind of like D&D style. For 5 or 12 with a +5 modifier is better than 16 with a +1 modifier. Let's assume that's how that works and go this way. Success! Eder glances around before sliding a crate of junk aside. Finding a trapdoor underneath within rests a small chest brimming with golden skellings. 23 bucks. Smugglers after all. Among the coins rests a small figurine of an imp, of all things. Laughing limp cameo. Offload onto the ship, row back to off onto the skiff and row back to our ship. We got 99 XP. Nice. All right, see, totally worth it, kind of. All right, so if we check the map out, I don't think there's much. Said we need to go to the south of Port Maje. Isn't there another island we can? Yeah, we could. Up here is the fresh fruit. A little water is all we can get. It seems to be the only things we can interact with on this island. I don't think I'm going to get to name anything here. Looks like there's some supplies or something in the water here. Repair supplies, nice. So there should be something to the south of Port Maje. Island down here somewhere. Uh-oh. Oh, okay. They stop moving because we stop moving. This time stops and it gives us a chance to think. Okay. Whereabouts? We definitely got some landmass over here. That's probably not the island he's talking about. No rations. Why does it keep saying that stuff? Okay, we are running low. So we need to store the water up there. And that should keep us good for a while, I would think. Searching for something to the south. We got a shipwreck there. At the Kangal Islands. Except for wreckage. Found 15 milk. We'll continue searching. A pry bar. More milk. Hanawa colors. Some rice. A cannon in surprisingly good condition. Nice. Why do I hear singing all of a sudden? So that's south of Port Maje. Down this way? Oh, we're being pursued. Fourth level ranger. Let's board their ship. I think that's probably best for us. I think our crew can handle their crew pretty easy. We got some spare crew members. If someone gets injured, I think we should be all right. Resting one of them and cycling them out. All right, let's go. Okay, she is healing.
Won't let you hurt my friend! I don't think that's gonna work.
That's it.
Are you ready?
Our barbarian's about to go down. He's for some reason not healing himself. People seem pretty bad about that. Something just died that was important, apparently.
This thing isn't doing the job.
Got this paladin down, nice. Is that everybody? Nice. Looks like we got a fair amount of loot out of them, too. Are we like maxed out on medical supplies? Easy enough victory. Let's see what we got down here. Maybe this is the island they were talking about. Amra's Whispers, Temple of Ruins.
I found my spine on the dead fireline. Everywhere, hey, hoorah, from the
It's a pretty small island. Doesn't look like it has a proper settlement on it. So yeah, this is probably it. Alright, let's do all the things on it. Amura's Whisper. A fog light curls about your ankles. Breathless, whispering voices call you from the darkness. They cry half-uttered sentences and moans, gurgles and screams. What few words you can make out among them, of course, beg for mercy to end their pain. Wisp around your torso, cling to your skin. The cries become shouts, the chorus screams, the fog thickens until you see nothing but a swirly, ghostly shape. Dark forms appear from the fog, and they encircle you in one moment and the next disappear. Alright, let's disperse the fog. Apparently I can do that. Redbeard casts a spell. Explosion of blinding white light fills the area. Fog shrinks away for a moment, then reforms in a larger mass just out of reach. Huh? Oh, it's above our level and be too hard to complete at this time. Ah. So I can't even get to the imposter's lambament. Is this going to be the same thing where it's going to tell me I can't do this yet? Ahead of you lie the ruins of an ancient complex. As you near the tumbled-down stone entrance, you notice several curious drawings scrawled across the stone, flanking in brown paint. You bend down to get a better look and discover that the drawings depict violent images of decapitations, dismemberings, hangings, and sundry other terrors. Light from distant torches flickers on the ruined walls. Unintelligible words float to you on a breeze that reeked of Karen and metallic tang of blood. Interesting.
Only because I like it.
Okay, apparently can't take any of that stuff. Take there.
Could be a fight.
Whoop, we got a crazed marauder. He is, of course, not alone. Oh my good gracious, we might get stomped here. How bad does that ogre hurt us?
Guess they don't like my figure.
What's that?
Asses.
We're not doing horrible. Edder's pretty beat up.
Yeah?
Treat while you can.
See me too.
I've got your back. Hang on, I can heal you.
Guessing Edder already used this like second wind ability thing he has.
Don't underestimate me.
So I've seen him go down before and then he just gets right back up.
Much love.
Must me too.
For the Everlight.
Down to just the ogre himself. Oh, we got it. Excellent. Excellent, excellent.
I'm here for you. What?
Oh, red hand. Let's collect all the loot we can. Then we'll talk. You find a middle-aged dwarf tied to a post and a bloody pile of refuse scattered at his feet. His beard is a matted mess, his face streaked with dirt. Despite his haggard state, he twists the bonds when you approach.
Bless your neckers. You're just in time. Another moment more and I would have been dinner.
What happened?
It's a right sorry tale, I'm afraid to say. Our ship, a beautiful ship she was too, ran aground in a storm. Waves so high we couldn't see a damn thing, you understand?
Gotcha.
Come to discover this here island's about as barren as an ancient lecher's bed. Not a scrap of nothing edible on it. And
We
none of
found
us
some
were
stuff.
especially keen to take our turn about the wheel, so... As the months wore on and no one came looking for us, we started running low on crew and, victuals. I think what few of us were left here at the end might have gone a little nutty.
Who are you?
Jordan, red-handed of the Impostors Lament. Well, formerly of the Impostors Lament. Something of a lifelong deckhand I am. Picked up cooking in the last few months, too. Meat's my speciality, on account of the, well, you know, the business here, with the cannibalism.
Good grief. I guess we'll untie you.
My wrists thank you mightily. Say, you got a ship? Couldn't get here without one, right? You by chance have any spots open for an old dwarf like me? I might not look it, but I'm a deft hand with the rigging. Can even cook some.
Sure, why not? Join the crew.
I owe you one, Captain. A debt like this, I'm not sure I'll ever be able to repay you. You like stew? I got a great recipe. Flavor's real different, like nothing you ever tasted. I'll make it for you. You know, in thanks.
All right, we got yet another crew member.
Yes? Okay.
Let's get everybody together.
Uh-huh.
Here, there's more back this way.
Just remember, if you die...
Bones of the pile of cracked bleach with age. Okay, a little bit of loot. Nothing too crazy. Oh, we got some barrels back here too I didn't see.
You should see this.
And a secret passage. What do we got here? More treasures. Hith meat. That's not ideal. Alright, seems like that's all we got here. Unfortunately, it like literally won't let us finish the island right now. Oh no, it is gonna let us do it. Okay. What do we do for an island name here? I wish I could see. What was... I already forgot the name of that ship that he was just talking about. I wish I remembered what it was. That's what I'd use to remind me. Finish me island. There we go. That'll help me remember. Imposter's Laminate. That's what I should have called it. Whatever. Either way, we got what we needed. Let's head back to Nekataka. And let's see if we can collect any rewards for mapping these two islands. Decently long way to sail. Make sure we keep an eye on our resources. Okay, we're a little low on food. What do we got for food steps? We could... Is there anything we have like a big amount of? I mean, fresh fruit, probably the best. Hith meat, I don't think we really want that. I think we're gonna have to go fresh fruit. We need to, when we're in port, we need to go ahead and buy more rations. Now I guess we'll put these in there. We'll put some vegetables in there. Just to make sure, we should have, I think by the time we get there, we should have one more round of eating. Yeah, maybe even another one. But this should keep our guys going. Alright, now that we're back to Nekataka, let's see. Let's check supply. See if we can get some basic supplies. What do we got? What's Tarloaf? Simple flatbread made from rice. It's relatively inexpensive. Should I go Tarloaf instead of Hardtrack? How much money do we got? We don't have that much money. Let's buy 50 of those. How's rice? Rice do? Actually, yeah, let's do rice. We'll do 50 rice. We got plenty of water. That's only 350 bucks, and that doesn't hurt morale. So yeah, that's better for a ship supply. I think that will treat the crew a little bit better. Where was that guy? Is he in the Wild Mare? I don't even remember where he was at. A Map Emporium. Yeah, that's where he is. That's stealing, getting into his little secret thing there. Can I not talk in there?
Welcome back. It is a pleasure to see you once again. Tell me, how is the sailing? Smooth? Nothing to delay your expedition, I hope.
It wasn't too bad, really.
How might I assist you?
Got some material for your book.
Ah, how exciting. Let's see here. Goodness, that's not what I was expecting. And so close to Port Maje.
Indeed it was.
You have done wonderfully. This book will be the best thing since Cassini's adventures, and that was all romantic rubbish. Here, your pay, my friend. We're only getting started, of course. There's more to see.
Okay, what else were you looking for?
Tikawara next, I think. How does that strike you? It's a little Huana village out to the southeast. 3 islands this time, all nameless and unloved. They form a little triangle around Tikawara, if you squint.
Okay.
I'll be waiting.
I don't think I know where that is. Let's check the map.
You've been looking at this the wrong way, lad.
Should be a way to
someone
see.
else inside your head.
Putting those cipher skills to work, aren't we?
The pair of you share a soul, one and the same. She be your feminine side.
There it
or
is.
mayhaps.
This isn't what I want. I want the world map. We'll have to see. Yeah, this next time we're...
Yes.
And both of us are equally capable of putting your snooping nose where it belongs.
We'll just have to see next time we're out on the open sea if those are ones that we can do. In the meantime, got that done. Lighted path. Find someone who might know Eddar's friends. Norengad at the Temple of Gon in Nekataka. I don't know where that is. The only other part of Nekataka we've been to. I have a feeling this will be a tougher one than the last one. Anyways, find a temple. I wish we could do this one, but I don't know what time of day the frickin' Valerian Trading Company's open. Alright. Day 32, hour 26. Huh? Hour 26? What does that mean? I'm not entirely sure I know how time works in this game. Either way, let's figure out what we're going to do next. Fort Deadlight. Could do that. We have a bounty. This is apparently relatively easy. Northeastern coast of Hansgo. I don't know where that is. Let's see. Let's do a little main quest stuff. Let's do that. So we need to go to not a lot of the Brass Citadel yet. We've been to the Gullet. Serpent's Crown we can't get to yet. We probably gotta go to Perik's Overlook first. Let's do that. Oh, I can't go there from here. Okay. Alright, let's head on up there. Let's see what this part of town's all about. Perhaps something of interest. All right. It's just a generic guard. Exotic herb, another guard. Let's get this free stuff over here. Don't mind if I do. All right, some of the unique things.
Hello. Cootsteely at your service. I'm guessing you're already familiar with the herbs I sell? Only brought what I could fit in my pack when I left Isha Middle, so I rely on the local flora to keep supplies stocked.
Okay. Her gaze wanders towards Stefan and lingers there. She pulls her focus back to you, blushing slightly.
Oh, ain't no shame in looking, lass.
What brings an herbalist to Perik's Overlook?
Money is the obvious answer, but I don't think that's what you're after.
It was not.
Yes, I'm an herbalist, but I also pride myself as a florist. I think the city liked the idea of putting a flower shop somewhere visible. It's ostentatious, really.
Fair enough.
Probably the same reason why we have a magic shop next door. Perik's Overlook is a great big splash of culture and innovation, there to show travelers that the Huana are ready for the world at large.
Okay. What do you got for sale? Apothecary's gloves. Dexterity and alchemy. Interesting. I got some ingredients. That's also an ingredient. Alright, that's something we'll have to look into that at some point. That's stealing, okay. This is just a shop, nothing too interesting going on in here.
I heard you and Isilmir again. I do wish you would stop encouraging her. Real sorry.
That visitor Troll's Den is more hospitable than this.
Good grief. Living quartered, ironclad.
I got nowhere else to turn. Stonehill is going to kill me.
Don't
Is he
drag
now?
me into your mess, Bertenno. Not again.
Then you leave me no choice. I'm sorry.
Hey, come back with that. Madiko!
Oh, he just looted her for something. Let's see what that's all about.
That flaccid Batso. Imp, you had none of that, huh?
Sure. Yep, mutters to himself in dark, guttural tone.
That's what I thought. What am I going to do? Think, Fascina.
What was that all about?
My postenago of a lover stole Rokawa's fingers. The master will kill me if I don't get them back.
Okay.
He must have wanted to raise some fast coin. Archimage will flay me alive over those damned gloves.
Didn't you think it was strange that none of the constructs did anything about that?
Is it strange? I don't know. Go consult Archimage's grimoire if you're that curious.
Okay, fair enough. What about this aren't you telling me?
Not that it's any of your business, but Bertenno used to spend a lot of late nights here.
Oh?
I got into the construct's guts and marked off Bertenno as a safe visitor so they would not attack him.
I see. So it's your fault.
And before you ask, no, I will never do this again.
Okay. Why does he need the money?
He said that he's in debt to a Rautayan captain by the name of Hamuto Stonehill. By all accounts, a deadly serious man.
Okay. And what's the importance of the gloves?
You do not know Arkemir, do you? He is as cheap as a Wodican clerk.
Okay.
Whatever he loses from those gloves, he will take out on me. Somehow.
Alright, well, I can always look into getting those gloves back for you.
You will? If you are expecting some payment or reward, I do need to keep this under wraps.
A discount would be a nice start. She blinks twice in disbelief before regarding you with a warm smile.
You look capable. While I am stuck behind this counter, I am in no position to refuse help.
Okay.
A discount goes without saying. You're saving me a world of trouble by doing this. I do not know where Bertenno fences his goods, but he mentioned an appointment at the Bra Citadel docks.
Okay.
Hamuto Stonehill must be as dangerous as he sounds, or else Bertenno wouldn't be so panicked.
Alright. While we're here, let's take a peek at what you got for sale. What is this? Well, there's all sorts of spells in this book. Have to keep that in mind for a loft. Scrolls. Can't really afford much of this stuff right now. Definitely something to keep in mind. There's definitely some good options here. All right. So they were saying we needed to go to the brass. I don't think is here. Kind of want to check out the rest of the Water Shapers Guild. That sounds interesting. Yeah, the Brass Citadel, which we can't even get to yet. I think we're probably got to go to the Sacred Stair and then down to there, I'm assuming. Doesn't look like we can go to the Serpent's Crown yet, either. Those areas are locked off for some reason, so we can't do that right now. So let's check out the rest of the Overlook. Oh, free stuff. Don't mind if I do. Trader, you have a unique name.
Quench
Maybe
your
you'll.
thirst on the way up the mountain?
What do you serve here?
Spirits and the like? No one this side of the slope will scorn you for a little indulgence. Between us, folks tend to linger and spend coin in Perikis when they've had a few. Good for business, I say.
All right, what do you got? Oh, by spirits, she just meant booze. Okay. I don't think we need any of that. I think we're good there. You have another building here, seems to be locked.
Rawatai's business. Huana culture isn't business, you company drudge.
I don't give two pyres for your tribal pride, and I wager that Archmage cares even less.
If this is what passes for Rawutai in diplomacy, Razanui has bigger problems.
If you've come to see Archmage, you're too late. He left the estate on wizard business.
What do you want with Archmage?
The wizard got his hands on a Huana tablet, the Harapo epic. I came to reclaim it for Rawatai. In the middle of my negotiations, this little pest showed up with a claim on it.
The Harapo epic belongs to the Huana. The Queen sent me to remind you both.
An intact primary source is a rare find for the Hawa.
Akira, few outsiders can appreciate what such an artifact could mean to our people.
Posturing about cultural value is worthless. We both want the tablet for the same reason.
So there's something you're not telling me? Pair go silent and awkwardly avoid eye contact, focusing on different directions.
There are things better left unsaid.
Oh, is there now?
While I'm standing here, you mean?
Akira, I don't deny it.
So what's the plan here?
I might as well adjourn to the palace in Serpent's Crown and give Archmage time to think.
What a load of... You mean to get your hands on that tablet with or without Archmage? You island rats can barely write your own names, much less a distinguished epic.
Nethe blinks at her shock and takes a moment to smooth down the creases of her uniform.
Scamper back to the Brass Citadel and spin your own plots. I will happily do the same on my side of the island.
I got a few questions before you go.
For me? I could use a reprieve.
Okay, Nith watches Tamara sulk away, turning back. Only when she's gone, she lets out a heavy sigh.
These are frustrating times we live in. What say?
Any ideas on how we retrieve the epic?
There's always Facina, Archmage's apprentice. No love lost there if whispers are true. Archmage seems to enrage those of his inner circle, not excluding the imps.
Okay.
Akira, I say the relevance of the Harapo epic can't be overstated. It could prove a touchstone for the Huana. It could even... Sorry. You go ahead.
Yeah, what's the tablet's importance to you?
It is important to all who call the Deadfire home. I only tell you this because I know you can be trusted.
Yeah, we just met a few minutes ago. Why couldn't you trust me?
The epic is supposed to contain information on Ukaizo.
Kaizu, mythical island rumored somewhere in the Deadfire Archipelago. Some legends regard Ukaizo as the wellspring of Hana culture. Others tell of riches beyond measure. All agree that Ukaizo vanished after cataclysmic storms and volcanic eruptions blotted out the horizon, but it remains to be seen if these tales possess an echo of merit or simply romanticize an ancient fantasy.
Nothing as dramatic as a set of coordinates, but anything helps. Stories are also important to the Huana. Much of who we are is still missing.
So what can you tell me about that epic?
The story could speak to the values and beliefs of our ancestors.
Fair enough.
The language structure, narrative voice, and use of metaphor can tell us something about the time of its inscription. We could even I've lost you, haven't I? Akira, I tend to go on.
Do you know about the epic before it befell in Alchmir's hands?
Akira, from the Journal of Rakua, an explorer who found the tablet on a remote island some 20 years ago.
Okay.
Unfortunately for Rakua, the most we found of her was her journal among the flotsam of a shipwreck.
And why is the Royal Deadfire Company so interested in it?
They think the tablet can show them,
Show them.
well, the way to Kaizo.
That's kind of what I figured. All right, so they're just looking for
Akira,
treasure.
It's a mythical island, but that isn't stopping any of us from rushing to claim it first.
Fair enough. That's all I wanted to know.
Akira, the pleasure is mine.
I'm here for you.
All right, so that place is locked up. We do have another quest.
No problem.
Let's pull that up in the journal real quick. Find a way to Archmir's Manor. We could go back and talk to the apprentice and see what she thinks about that. Difficulty seems high on this one, so we might be... Oh, so this is how it works. This quest is 4 levels higher than your character. Current level, failure is all but assured. 3 levels higher, success is unlikely. May prove a bit challenging. Okay, so that's how these little things work. I was going to say, I thought they changed occasionally, it kind of seemed like. So all the quests we have are apparently way too difficult for what we, for our level. Excellent, excellent.
Did the queen summon
really
everyone
put
to the
ourselves in a
palace?
great position.
Akira, see how the way he runs so fast.
Do you think the Audra Colossus would come here next?
Pray to Cahopa, it does not.
Free stuff. Collected a stray cat. Alright, let's see what's going on with this Water Shapers Guild.
Tekehu, you have shirked your duties for the last time, I say.
Guildmaster, be reasonable.
What's going on?
I skipped one lecture to travel up the mountain. Still, the palace is closed until you present me before Onikaza.
You went alone. I asked for patience, but as usual, you make a trench out of a tide pool.
This sounds important, or controversial, or both.
Akira, it's always both where this one is concerned.
Interesting.
My patience wears thin, old shark. You have stifled me enough for one trip through Rakuhu's bowels.
I say Ngati weeps at her petulant spectacle of a child.
He's the child of Nagati, Andra, goddess of the sea?
Akira, the significance is clearer to some than others.
For a water shaper who treasures his duty to the goddess, you spend too many days cavorting at the brothel.
Oh my.
Ugh, insufferable. Did you need something? Or is it enough to bask in perfection?
Water shaping sounds like a pretty prestigious talent.
Did your tribe never teach the art of our people? Well, through our connection to the gods, the Huana mold water like it is clay, easing it into an assumed form.
Interesting.
We could sink every ship in Rauatai's fleet if they drew too close to the city. But some of us have gentler tastes.
Fair enough.
Some of us see water shaping for what it is, a gift of divine expression.
I take it you and the Guildmaster don't get along very well.
Kira, I bring art to the Guild of Water Shapers, but they do not tolerate expression here.
Interesting. So you like to color outside the lines, I see.
What I am is to blame, I say.
Handsome?
Oh, take care. Flattery is my first language. It is because I am a godlike, kissed by the fish goddess at birth. Water shaping is Ngati's gift to the Huana, and apparently I am too. Savior to the tribes.
Okay. What should I say? Shouldn't you be just like a little bit grateful? Yeah, so humility would probably look good on you. His upper lip curls and he waves you off.
The only question is, do I return to my duties, or while away a few hours in the bathhouse?
Probably best to consider your responsibilities first.
The guild can wait until I am good and ready to return.
Have you got something to tell the crowd?
Kara, I sent the prince a missive and heard nothing back. He is a busy warrior in a time of peace, I say.
Let's go talk to him together. Being a watcher tends to open up doors.
A watcher? And here I am, used to being the freak of Periki's Overlook. What does a watcher do?
I'm an intermediary between here and the in-between.
Ikera, just so. I say I am no sailor, and I know even less about death. I am an artist. My peers do not understand. Water shaping to them is like studying calligraphy, to brew ink and sort parchment.
If your abilities can drown our enemies, you can call it whatever you like.
Will we do much fighting, then? Kara, a pity.
You don't like that?
You are not unknown to me, I say. Whispers of an Ardra Colossus reach my ears. And louder whispers of a corpse who follows him.
Indeed.
What will you do when you catch up to this walking god?
After offer a few compliments, buy him a drink, and see where it goes from there.
For me, there is not enough rum in the Deadfire to even consider it. If it untangles me from the guild's apron strings, then you can mount me as the figurehead of your fair ship.
Excellent.
Our quarters may smell of fish before long, but your crew will be more beautiful by association, I say.
Fish smell would be an improvement. Glad to have you.
Let's be off.
Lead on. It will be good to put some distance between myself and the guild, even if we find less savory places along the way. A fair warning, Captain. Ingati gifted her favorite son with more than his stunning complexion.
What, can you breathe underwater?
Good guess. Only for as long as, well, I say you will learn. In time.
Okay, so we got a druid chanter. We'll accept him. Do we want him in the party right away? Kind of? Should we have him replace the barbarian? This guy hasn't been doing so great. Aloth and Eder seem to be absolute essentials. This guy seems to be doing okay. Yeah.
It's about time I went my own way. If you want for company, look no further.
Oh, he's got something to say. As you return to Tekehu, the shadow passes over your vision. You feel a tug somewhere deep within his soul. A faint ripple creases the air between you two like a forest of ethereal kelp. Tekehu's soul is vibrant, energetic, almost too lively to occupy a mortal shell. There's a bright thread of energy that trails away from him. You instinctively follow. You stand in a great hall, underwater and cloaked in oppressive shadows. Pillars of coral and bone reach up, supporting a ceiling that must be hundreds of fathoms away. Chandeliers lit with luminescent globes dangled from long ropes, swaying in languid tentacular motions. At the farthest end of the hall sits Andra, as a tall castle keep leaning forward in her throne. She has adopted the head of an anglerfish and regards you with a globular stare. Her sickle-shaped jaw opens and closes in rictus conflicted emotion.
A life without friction or challenge has left the boy in need of guidance.
The voice of Andra pounds at your mind with relentless force.
He thinks himself frail, but my heart beats in his chest. He is stronger than either of you could know.
She claps her hands and the vision shatters, flooding the hall with dulge of awareness. You return to your senses. Regarding you with a warm smile, Tekehu at first seems oblivious to your momentary detachment, then his brow furrows with concern.
Captain, what say? You look a little blue about the gills.
Andra just reached out to me.
Ingati spoke to you. Ha! To leave her son guessing. Oh, this is my tricksome mother through and through.
She seems to care about your well-being.
What mother doesn't? You must be special indeed for Ingati to speak with words. For her people, she lays out cryptic stepping stones hidden in omens. Kara, but send her my fondest wishes.
Where'd you live prior to Nekataka?
The Kahanga are my tribe, but my people settled on Atua, an island too modest to deserve the attention of maps. My mortal mother tans boar hides. My father trades in the abundance of pearls and opals Atua is blessed to provide. When I was born, father called me his blue topaz boy.
Your birth must have been a big event.
Ikera. High winds stirred the vigor of the seas. 2 huts collapsed before our local storm speaker could shout down the weather. They say the skies only cleared when I fell into the midwife's basket. Peace had returned to the island, or so the Mataru predicted.
Have any other notable godlike come from Atua?
Doubtless, I say. But I am the most precious gem of recent history. Godlike are revered as bringers of local change, but only Ingati's chosen is thought to deliver an omen for all Huana at once.
Okay. What'd you do about the island?
Oh, I could not be kept from the water, so my father taught me how to dive for pearls and azada snails. Ingati filled my palms with riches on every harvest, I say. When I came of an age to begin a man's pursuits, the Mataru reached out to the Kahanga Queen. Weighing my arrival against the forces that descended on her territory, the Queen could not invite Ingati's chosen into the Water Shapers Guild fast enough. In hard times, the endorsement of a goddess is more valuable than currency. Akara, speak on.
Tell me about water shaping.
The art of our ancestors, I say. To bend water to our will is a gift from Mother Ingati to her chosen people. Since devastation swept our way of life out to sea, too much of the art has been lost. Periki, founder of the guild, organized the lore of Ingati's talent into a series of postures and meditations we call the 4 forms of water shaping.
What are these forms?
Try as we might to embody Ingati's element, our bodies are not water. Ikera, this is the form of grief, a beginner's test. The body's internal water is a force that conquers all. Even the mountain will bow to the stream. The form of hope, I say. Water commands its vessel, and the vessel can be shaped as surely as the mountain. The form of metamorphosis, Ikera?
Fair enough.
The art is a challenge to grasp, difficult to master, and impossible to perfect. Unless you are Ingati's chosen, I say.
You said there were 4 forms.
It is only by force of habit that I omit the final form. We do not speak of it in the guild. The form of transcendence. Only a story, I say. Even crafty Periki could not commit this ancient form to her scrolls.
Okay.
It was said that our ancestors could shape the very oceans of the Deadfire. This was Ingati's true gift, but we have yet to recover it from the ruins of our past.
I'm here for you. No problem.
Alright, what else can we do around here?
You have questions for me. Speak up, I say.
Tell me about the guild.
Ikera, my pleasure. Water shaping is a talent bestowed on the Huana by the goddess Ingati. Periki was the first in recent memory to organize the talent into a series of teachable forms. What else would you like to know?
Where do water shapers get their power?
Our art is the yield of the Huana's ancient covenant with the goddess. Our ancestors pledged to protect the luminous Adra, the islands, and the tribes. Ngati gifted us with the strength to keep our promise.
And what do you guys do exactly?
We control tides, prevent storm damage, and keep unwelcome ships at bay.
Fair enough.
Of course, you already know Tekehu, our prized pupil. We represent the best of Huana achievement. No small responsibility. Akira, speak freely.
Yeah, no quest from her. That's a little disappointing. Let's check out the rest of this place. Everything seems to be considered stealing here, so we won't do any of that. Anyone else with unique names that maybe have a quest for us?
With pleasure.
Ornate basin makes a high-pitched ringing sound when the pressure applied to the outer rim. Got guild ruins down there. Let's check the floor we're on first. Let's do that. Aha! There's someone with a unique name. A young Hano holds her hands out as if to catch an incoming missile. He winces in concentration, and an orb of water rises and floats midair. Sweat drips down his nose. Tekehu clears his throat loudly. He flinches, and in an instant, the water loses all shape and splashes on the floor. Crestfallen, he sighs and drops his stance.
Damn it, Tekehu, why? I almost had it that time.
Is this the guy who's struggling at the guild?
Not even close. If you want to achieve the second form, you will need to loosen that posture. Spending a day submerged in the bathhouse always helped me.
Did you need something?
You seem to be having trouble.
I can feel the connection to Andra just like Myru taught me. But there's something missing. Maybe it's my form.
Any advice for our friend here in Water Shaper?
Remain loose, but not too loose. Confine yourself, but spread out at all times.
That's not very helpful. That's super contradictory and vague.
Like this?
Perfect. Keep at it, and you'll be teaching me the fourth form in no time.
Suppose I'll give anything a try.
Alright, just a neat little interaction. Still considered stealing. That's pretty much all there is on this floor, so let's see what the guild ruins are all about. See if there's anything of interest down there.
Absolutely.
This is why you don't neglect.
Stone doors sealed shut, few engraved symbols stand out among the other carvings and inscriptions. Apart from that, you find no evident means of opening the door. Faded inscriptions nestle along elaborate stone carvings. Let's read them. Hanua runes decorate the entrance. Nagati would not have gifted her chosen people a watery covenant unless they persisted in deserving. Trickster goddess, humanoid body, head of an anglerfish, thought to lure mariners either into or out of trouble at her whim. Often worship her as Andra, making the Hano the only people who believe Andra has a physical manifestation. Yeah, we'll give her a push. Resoundingly shut, no amount of brute pressure. Okay, so we need to figure something else out to get in there. Did find an ingredient. We'll go down this way. Whoop. Before that, let's make sure we get whatever little treasures we can get. Generic water shapers. Seems nothing to interact with over here. Make sure of that.
Just remember, if you die See, I can always revive you.
What say, friend? The guild sanctum has seen better days.
What's behind that stone door by the staircase?
A sanctum for master water shapers, I say. No students or outsiders allowed. I have never been there myself. Myru assures me the room has no need of cleaning.
What do you do here?
Simply a caretaker. I dust off Periki's tomb and try to keep the place tidy.
Fair enough.
Caring for the guild hall usually means drying off what others get wet in practice.
So are you yourself a water shaper?
Akira. One of middling skill, if I am generous. Not all of us can boast of Tekehu's talent. But Nagati touches us differently, I say. The guild is open to all Huana, I say. Outsiders can browse, but it still makes me anxious.
Yeah, nothing too interesting there. That's considered
You
stealing.
might find this interesting.
There's a trap on it too. Nice.
Absolutely.
There's free stuff all over the place down here. Don't know if any of it's any good, but we're getting it. Two sets of stairs that go down. I assume they're probably going to connect to the blue, but we'll find that out. And yes, they do. Oh, good lord.
That's a great
There
idea.
we go. Tunnel descends sharply into murky waters. There's no telling how far it goes into the mountain. Hey, we can't seem to go in there. So I think that is it. Unless we're going to rob the place, that's all we got. We did pick up a companion here, but other than that, it's just a handful of little loot items. Nothing too crazy. All right,
My
what's
friend,
the next building?
You hide your face in a book while the beauty of the dead fire passes you by.
A readied mind will be far more useful the next time we face dragons, cultists, or vampires.
You are ready to face death. What of life, I say?
If you've never experienced the pleasure in a good book, more's the pity.
E4's Remnants? I assume it's another shopkeeper.
If you find yourself in need of comfortable garb, I'm happy to oblige. Still find that robe to your liking? Doesn't chafe your scales none?
Akira, you are a wizard with bark cloth. I was the envy of the guild.
Well, it helps me when Ngati's prize whelp is a walking endorsement.
So you're a tailor?
I've been known to rip a seam here and there, patch some shredded gear back into shape. Thought I was an armorer, did you? Assumed that my tree stump limbs and barrel chest lend themselves better to the forge than the needle?
Should I grab him by the collar? I don't think so. Wouldn't they?
Did you see these? Soft as a pair of undisciplined bottoms. Take a man's measure before you judge his worth. If it's armor you're after, Marihi will set you up. She's got a knack for metal.
Okay, I don't think we need any fancy clothes, as far as I'm aware. Everything else in this house, yep, considered stealing. On to the next building. Abandoned dog, can't have that.
Little man. Were I staring? I'd just be finding your mind a bit different, so.
My thoughts are for myself, but I give of my heart freely.
And here with me living the other way around.
Yep, bathhouse here. Overlooks cuisine and Mouthro's metalworks left to check out. I wonder if we take that exit towards the keep, if it'll unlock that area here. Hopefully that's the case, but we'll do that after we check out these last couple of buildings. Oh my. You're greeted by a tall, carefully composed man. The crescent moon at the center of his forehead glows faintly. Up close, the careful tailoring of his opal-adorned robes and their immaculate cleanliness speak to a deep well of vanity.
Welcome, I am Ganor, owner and proprietor of the Luminous Bathhouse.
Okay.
My guards will not hesitate to expel any rowdy or obnoxious individuals. Mind your manners, and you will find no quarrel with me.
What do you got for sale? Oh, we get like extra bonuses for resting here. I see. Area of effect. Health restored. Yeah, let's do this one. The Bethiel Drop. Hey, they reused the old rest animation. All right. Well, that did us some good, and it didn't cost us any food. Excellent. Anyone of a unique name here? We'll check out the upper floor for sure. Oh, it's got a boiler room too. Oh wait, here's some
The
of the
cost
unique
of
name.
enjoying the bathhouse's unique offering is 1,000 copper per session. Tekehu! A pleasure to see you back so soon.
Today, I thank Mother Ngati for my captain's deep pockets. Stronger than he looks, I say. An accomplished underwater wrestler.
I see.
Will you be enjoying a dip in the waters then?
No.
I see you brought your pain, but you need come to ease it. Pity.
Pain? I don't really have any pain at the moment.
Aye, if you say so.
What brings you to the bathhouse?
It eases my pain. More than that is an awful long yarn, and nae lichtly.
I'd like to hear.
I fecht in the broken stone war some 2 centuries gone by now. I left the woods of a deer for the eastern reach. I claimed to seek to protect our colonists, but in truth, I sought the glory of battle.
Fair enough.
Glory were nae to be had. Truth be telt, I hold luckier than most. The Orlans o' Air Glanfath wielded blades that sheathed spirit as easily as flesh. Some of mine fellas were slaughtered body and soul.
That's unfortunate. You speak of mine hunters, the Galflane warrior ciphers?
Aye, that I do. And a downright vicious bunch they are.
What happened to you?
One weird o' the will of the gods one. A farmer near a Boots log home invited the soldiers for dinner. 'Twas Hurst, and the crop was rowdy. She and her man devised us a braw and gusty feast. Deer pie and salmon, a stew of cabbage, carrots, and potatoes, squash roasted with pine nuts, and the sweetest honey bread I ever tasted.
Fair enough.
The Glanfathans riled the animals. By then we caught the trick, so the captain bade the farmer's family stay within. We skipped into the necht, approached the thick swine, and the arrows began to fall.
Go on.
Ah, the shelter folk, hunters and kempers bred, aimed their arrows true, and 2 of us fell immediately. The Orlans rashed us down, small and shady, visible only by the violet flames that lit their blades. We drank it that firm in blood, both sides. In the end, only I remained, standing in the farmhouse door, holding mine innards in, waiting for another cocksfeather to come and finish the work.
Fair enough.
I only lived because of that farmer. She sewed me up, fed me till I had health enough to stand. She said she owned me, but I think we both conned that we brought the trouble upon them with our presence. The raiders had been too many a slecht a simple farmhouse.
So your wounds still trouble you?
The pine bothered me little in mine youth. I fought ye. I set flames to black trees. I took arms again, the uprising at New Dunreed. After that, little welcome remained me in the new Duke's Kintra, and I travelled northward. Yet with age, the old wounds show new depth. By my count, I've suffered 18 arrows and half again as many stabbings.
Good
That I
grief.
yet live testifies to either my stubbornness or
my
that
dog's
of the
drowning.
gods. I ranged for years seeking a balm for the growing pine. Drink helped for a time, svev for another. Now, only these baths, infused with adra, dull the agony.
Good grief, what are these options? Thank you for sharing your story.
Aye. Thank you for listening. Few day. Unless there's anything you need, please, let me to mine water.
What brings you to the bathhouse?
It teases my pain. More than that is an awful lot. Unless there's
Oh, okay.
anything...
That brings us back to the dialogue tree. We don't need any of that. We got an upstairs and a downstairs. Oh, here's someone with a unique name too.
Is this your first time to the baths?
I haven't been in the water yet.
The cost is high, but so are the delights.
Fair enough.
I might have the skin and bones of a retired scarecrow, but the waters bring youth back, where it counts.
Go on.
If only we had a bit of privacy. Maybe in another life, eh?
Oh boy. You just took that as an opportunity to hit on me. Let's see here.
With pleasure.
House occupant. Oh, that's not stealing.
Get out.
Oh, maybe it is. Didn't say it was considered stealing. Check out the Overlook here, see if there's anything of interest, and then we'll head back down to the boiler.
It is not every day I meet a sailor who gives no praise to Ngati.
Ah, she ain't sunk me yet, lad.
Take that Forsaken cat.
Poste Nago. You have truly put your foot in it this time.
Okay, nothing interesting going on over here other than another cat.
Poste Nago. You have
Then what in the boiler over here? Overlook. Yeah. Check the boiler room out. Some attendants. Crack in the wall, perhaps just wide enough to accommodate ominous squeezing inside. As the passage seems to widen the deeper it goes. Squeeze through the crack. Where does this take me? Archmage's Vault. Oh, we've stumbled into the frickin' quest. Okay. While it looks recently repaired, many of the stones are new and were cut to fit older structure around it. It would take an appropriate tool or considerable brawn to overcome the steadfast obstacle. Let's hammer and chisel. We got it. With time and care, you manage to break through the recent repairs and carve out a serviceable entrance. As the last loosened stone tumbles, you catch the silver glint of wires snapping. Somewhere in the manor, a mixture of bells and horns sound a discolorant alarm, which fades over time and is replaced by the sound of high-pitched cackling growing closer. Well, I think we have alerted people that we are here.
Might have a fight on our hands.
Need something stronger.
Are you ready?
Lava will be on the
I've got your back!
Not doing a ton of damage to this guy. Is immediately concerning. They're not doing a ton of damage to us either, though.
We won't show him the feather yet. I need some help here.
I won't let you hurt my friends!
Attack, Cap.
Better than that. I need some help here. Something I can do?
Yeah, heal yourself before you die, probably. Or just die.
Retreat while you can!
I need some help here.
This will not do!
Not out of something's protecting it! For the Everlight!
Good grief, we are like not hurting this thing at all. Well, that air's down. That's not good.
I'm feeling the strain.
Yeah.
Party diminishes.
I think we're too low level for this, so let's go ahead and cut this off here. Load game. On yet another quest we'll have to circle back around to once we gain some levels. Okay, this is right before we get in there. But we know, yeah, through the bathhouse boiler room, we can do this quest line eventually, one day. Anything else of interest in this room?
Is that all?
Doesn't really look like it. Let's go ahead and get out of the bathhouse. And we should, I think, be looking at the last building in the area. Mockery's metalwork. Okay, of course, everything's considered stealing.
I say, you look like someone who wants protection and a certain something about presence. Akira?
Sure.
Last time you showed your face here, you left with a swollen thumb.
Huh? I don't think I've been here before.
Akira, you swing the forge hammer with such grace, I say.
Oh, I was just talking to...
A better compliment than you paid last time. I'll take it. Holler if any of the iron or steel laying around catches your fancy. Or if you need something repaired, I'm happy to take a glance.
Overlook is an interesting place for an armorer.
Akira, they wouldn't put a traditional smith here unless she brought something special. My clients wanted everything engraved and beautiful. Wasn't why I got into the business, but it keeps my debtors happy.
Fair enough.
I keep it interesting working with exotic materials like shark leather, since there's some demand and little supply.
Alright, let's see what you got. Lover's Embrace. What's this? A one-handed dagger? I don't think we got anybody who uses daggers right now. Queen's Rule, two-handed greatsword. What kind of weapon does he use? I don't know. I haven't even looked into that. Fine weapons. Devil of Karak's breastplate. Legendary. +4 armor. -10 recovery time. Soul fragment. +2 max power. Interesting. Oh, that's a little ways out of our price range. No, thank you. All right. Anything else? Nothing really else of interest here. All right, let's see if we head out of this area, going towards the palace, if we can get up there, because that would bring us closer to doing main quest stuff. The gullet to the serpent's crown. Hey, and we can get there now. Excellent, excellent. Takes 24 minutes to complete the journey. Let's see what happens. All right, so we got more and more of Nekataka unlocked. Serpent's Crown. Artisan. The map out, see what we got here. Luxuries, exit, an estate, another estate, palace, road east, and another estate. This place we can't seem to do anything with. We got several estates to check out. Might as well take a peek.
At last, there you are.
Let's reach out her hand. Your hand passes through hers. She lets out a soft sighing sound and draws her hand back.
I did not expect to wait so long for Rikuhu's messenger. Or have you come as Barrett's usher? The foreigners twist even our gods. Should you not be a dwarf?
I'm not the usher, I'm a watcher.
Akira, I have not met one before. Nor will I again, I think. But you are here to take me away, are you not? Well, I refuse to go. Never will I move from this place until justice is done.
Oh, what kind of justice is that?
I follow Magrin's way. Yet sickness took me before my time. I died alone and without honors. It must be put right.
My body cannot be left here to rot, forgotten. I feel it there, like an itch.
Okay, who were you?
I have been many things. And in performing my duties, I brought honor to my caste and to my kin. A sea captain, a great explorer, trusted advisor to the Queen herself.
Okay.
Now, that is before I left the sea for the mountains to make maps and guide others. Chief Navigator. That is what I made of myself.
Do you know why you're here?
I can see nothing in this place of death but distant lights. But I feel I must be close to where I died. I have not taken one step since the darkness came.
Okay, well, I don't see a dead body underneath. What's the last thing you remember?
The sickness. Days of it. Lying in my own filth as the disease withered me. I passed from wakefulness to sleep with every breath. But I knew it once when it was over.
Okay. Is that why you haven't moved on? And could I help you?
Of course. Some kind of mistake was made, and now Magrin will put it right. I thank you. Please, search my home. My body cannot be far.
Okay. For last request, we got another task. Let's check the journal and see how hard this task can be. Okay, seems like we're okay there. Efficiency of it.
Die horribly. I can always.
We'll take whatever isn't nailed down. She don't need it. And there. Nothing specifically is
dead, I say. This poor woman.
Alright, a little bit of useful stuff. Okay, we got her corpse.
Have you found it? Akira, I hope I have not rotted away.
I found a body in the bed. I assume it's yours.
Yes. To think, a Mutaru of the Kahunga tribe left to die alone and forgotten. Unthinkable.
Shouldn't be too hard to arrange funeral rites.
No, not so difficult now that you are here to carry my body. Take my body to the Temple of Magrin in the Sacred Stair. There is a great fire there that burns eternally. Burn my body there, so that it may be dedicated to Magrin in death. I cannot pass from this life until all is in order.
That isn't how it works. Find the outer veins and you'll be released into the wheel.
You mistake me for one of the outsiders. What do the gods care for such things? No, we must go to the brazier. I cannot see the way, and so must follow you. Lead on, my friend.
Fair enough. Alright, so I'm not 100% sure where that's at. So we're going to have to finish all that stuff up next time. Unfortunately, this got to be the end of the stream. Thank you all so very much for watching. Have a good one.